YouTube family, what's going on? This is the first vlog of the year. We're going to be talking about signs that you were low-key depressed. I'm going to try something different with this vlog. I'm going to talk about mental health, signs and symptoms. I'm going to give y'all what y'all like and weave in my life and try and make it vlog style. And it's a new year anyway, so we're kicking things off. We don't know what the agenda really is as it pertains to this long-form vlog style thing on YouTube. So let's give it a shot. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I came back from Georgia. I was at home with the family, and my brother was talking about vlogging on YouTube. And I put something on YouTube where I asked my community, I was like, what do y'all want to see? And they're talking about my morning routine. I was like, damn, I don't have a morning routine. And they were talking about like what they were asking if I could make videos about just struggles that I have in general as it relates to being neurodivergent, or I forgot what they asked of me, but I liked what I saw when I read it. Pretty much just kind of talking about my life. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be talking about signs that you are low-key depressed. And yeah, and we'll talk about what's going on today. Today's January 2nd, 2025. It's 12:50 a.m. So it was the first, but we've crossed over into the second. So let's talk about signs that you are low-key depressed. Let me fix this camera right, and let's talk about that. All right, let's get into it. Signs that you're low-key depressed. The first one might be that you're listening to Zach Bryan at 1 a.m. That's the first sign that you are obviously depressed. Shout out to Zach Bryan, though. That's my guy. Signs that you're low-key depressed. So when I talk about depression, I feel like people think like, oh, you're stuck in bed, you can't shower, you isolate. All those things are true. But when you think of depression, nobody talks about like the low-key signs of depression, right? Like we talk about the obvious stuff, but we don't talk about the low-key, or I guess maybe high-function depression could be another way of putting it. And you can be depressed and still go about your day-to-day affairs without any issues seemingly, but the signs and symptoms are there, and it's not until somebody points it out, until something happens, that you realize that, oh, I haven't been operating in my usual capacity. So signs and symptoms of being low-key depressed: you find it harder to do things. Everything is a little bit harder. Everything's a little bit harder. And I can also speak from personal experience because December was a long month for me. I was dealing with a lot of issues with family. That's the primary thing that kind of weighed down on me. And also my dog chewed my retainers. I brought my dog to California, and my dog chewed my retainers. It's $1,000 right there. And then on top of that, because of my schedule and me traveling and my dog being so bad, my dog is such a badass. Can't nobody watch my dog in LA. So, and my mom wanted my dog back. My mom was crying that my dog had left. So I was like, okay, we'll just take Zoe back to Georgia. So that's what we did. And I knew I was going to take her back. So that made me sad because I miss my dog. I haven't had her here in California for over a year because I've been traveling. So that's neither here nor there. But either way, that was one of the things that made me sad, along with family issues and some other stuff that was going on. And what I realized in myself was that everything was like a little harder to do. Not a lot harder, but just a little harder. Like I was still going to the gym. I'd still hit the gym 3 or 4 times a week. But I wouldn't, like I would stay in the car for, like I'd pull up to the gym. I'd be in the car for like a good 10, 15 minutes scrolling social media. And then I would go work out. I would go around like Erewhon. I would just find things to do outside of the gym, and it would cut into my gym time. I didn't do as many machines, but for depression, I would say my workouts are pretty consistent, pretty regular. But yeah, everything was just a little harder to do. Organizing my schedule was a little harder to do. Of course, schedules and routine is difficult for me anyway, but it was just a little harder to do. Losing things, memory issues, that's one thing they do see with depression. you get these memory issues that pop up where you're a bit more forgetful. And those of us who have ADHD, we're already forgetful. We're already losing things. So when you're in a depressive funk, you just kind of, like, you find yourself losing, like, the small things. Like, I have 2 remotes for my TV. I lost one remote for a while. And for a while, I couldn't find any of my remotes. But now I have both of them, so that's good. My guitar, I take guitar lessons. And whenever I get into, like, a depressive funk, I stop playing guitar. So loss of interest, that's one of the things. Or I'll pick up the guitar one day and play for like 5 hours, have like an awesome jam session, and then for the next week and a half, I won't play. You can't build no habit that way. You're not gonna go far like that. Isolation is also a sign that you're low-key depressed. It wasn't the case for me this past December. I was seeing my friends and things like that, but things were harder to do. I was a bit more forgetful. I wasn't keeping up with my responsibilities as much, and it took me a longer time to get out of bed. I naturally struggled to get out of bed since I was a kid. That's an ADHD thing where I wake up and I toss to this side and I toss to that side and I go here and I go here. And I'm just looking for ways to not get out of bed. And my parents wake me up. I go to the bathroom and pretend like I'm praying on the toilet. And then they'd bust in and I'd be like, Heavenly Father, thank you. I'd be sleeping on the toilet. I just that morning, that daytime sleepiness, especially in the morning, it's hard to get out of bed. But this past December, it was harder to get out of bed. So I'd wake up and I'd be in bed for like an hour and a half, scroll on social media, look at some Instagram reels that the guys would send in the group message. I could do that for at least an hour before I would walk the dog. My dog was here in December. So things were just a bit harder to do. I was just a bit behind on things. And what helped with the depressive episode, a couple of things helped with the depressive episode, but the main thing that really helped was a sense of responsibility. So whenever I see patients, I see patients on and off, and making videos is what takes the majority of my time. But I've learned how to make videos quickly, especially the short form videos. I can knock out a week's worth of content in 6 hours in one day. And this is good, high quality content. And after that, I'm just sitting there like this for the rest of the week. If I have a comedy show or something like that, then that'll take my time. Or if I'm working on a brand deal, that'll take my time. But outside of that, if I'm not seeing patients at the moment, which I'm not, I have all this free time. And when you have ADHD, too much free time is not a good thing. You don't need too much free time. But a sense of responsibility is kind of what got me out of the funk. Having comedy, it was like 4 shows I had in the Bay leading up to New Year's, and then I had one show in Oakland on New Year's Eve. Those 3 or 4 shows, preparing for that, writing jokes, looking through old videos, that helped kind of get me out of the funk because it was something to look forward to. I feel like when a lot of people get depressed, they have nothing to look forward to, or you get hopeless and helpless. And the type of depression where you get hopeless, that's where we start to worry, because when that window of hope shuts, then suicidal ideation pops up. I'll be giving a talk in Atlanta in February, a keynote speech about suicidal ideation, and after working in mental health for over 10 years, I can speak a lot about that. And if y'all want, I can make a video about that. But that's one form of depression. There's another form of depression, the type that I have, where it's, you're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to, unalive yourself. You're just going to sit around and rot for a little bit, just kind of cool out, watch some football highlights. And after a week or 2 or a couple of weeks, you shake back. You respond to all the old text messages like, all right, guys, I'm back. What's up? I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Talk to me. Holla at your boy. So that's the type of depression that often hits me. But a sense of responsibility, that's key. Keeping myself active and doing something, which is why I'm so grateful for comedy. And I hope to post more of my comedy journey online, like take y'all through it. I've been leaving the camera rolling all year, all 2024. I have all these great clips and footage. I just never edited it. It's a struggle for me to make this video and take the memory card out and put it into the laptop and upload it to my assistant. I have people who will do the editing for me, but just the taking the memory card out and putting it to the laptop, like what? Like you think that's an easy task? Like come on now, come on. But yeah, having a sense of purpose and accomplishment, or something to work on, which is why a big goal of my, a big goal for me in 2025, as I work on, I'm preparing for a comedy half-hour special, unspecial, something like that. But that's a goal of mine that I want to do this year, and I've talked about it publicly, so I can share it here. But that is a tangible goal I can work towards, and it keeps me excited. And now I wake up, I gotta write, I gotta play my guitar for a little bit. Certain things I do automatically. I will make videos automatically. I will research evidence-based information automatically. You know, if I'm a practicing provider, like I just do that automatically. People ask questions, so like I gotta go through and look at the literature. So I do that automatically. I go to the gym automatically. I watch sports automatically. But certain things that you have to do every single day, like writing or playing guitar, those are things that I struggle with. And even vlogging. This vlogging journey, who knows where it'll go. I'm not gonna lie to y'all and say this is gonna be an everyday vlog. I hope it'll be. I don't know. I hope it'll be, but we'll see. I hope. But it's the start of being consistent, and also, you know, dropping some mental health nuggets on y'all head while I'm also, you know, showing y'all my life, and it's also mutually beneficial. It keeps me accountable. I'm like, all right, we gotta go, we gotta do this, X, Y, and Z. Even right now, as I'm filming this video, I've already taken my trazodone, so I will film the rest of this video, upload it, try and get it edited or whatever. I can edit this one on my own because it's a simple edit, but work on that, upload to YouTube, and let it fly. But I got like 30, 40-minute gap from now until when the medication will hit me. And trazodone is an old antidepressant, which is used as a sleep aid. So yeah, that's signs of low-key depression. It's funny how I worded it, but low-key depression. But let me show y'all what I've been up to today. So the goal of today, or January 1st, a couple of hours ago, was just to get organized. So I flew in this morning from San Francisco to LAX. I had to catch a flight at 7 a.m. So I didn't get much sleep last night. But my goal was to come back and get organized. But I wanted to crank out like a whole bunch of videos. But my assistant was like, Kojo, it's a rest day. You don't have guitar practice, so just rest. So I took a long nap, which is why I'm up at like 1 a.m. I took a long nap, but I woke up. I'm like, all right, let me get things in order. Because in order for me to do things efficiently, in order for me to make videos and content, I need to set my environment up to where it's easy for me to do all these things. So let me show y'all how I've made things easy for me. All right, so first and foremost, this is my desk where I work out of. So I wanted to make this organized, but stuff was like all over the place here, so I needed to organize it. My comedy binder is here. My weekly schedule stuff. My assistant already makes my weekly schedule for me, but I just like writing it down, or the day before, I like writing down what my priority tasks are. So that helps to keep me organized. Of course, I got to rep the Titans. It's been a long year for us, but hopefully we can get that #1 pick. I'm gonna trash this, my wallet. One of the 2 remotes. You know, the iMac is right here. Shout out to West Alabama. iPad is right here. I'm not sure why it's here. It's 1:13 actually. Okay, so past my bedtime, that will be something that I'll be working on. A whiteboard here. This whiteboard is for me to write my priority stuff. So when I don't have any priority tasks on here, I just write motivational things. Abundance, greatness awaits you. mindset, that type of stuff. This is my other camera, my FX3. This Mickey Fakey right here, this is the big boy. This is a bad boy right here. This is my best camera. It's kind of heavy though, kind of bulky, so I'm using the ZV E10 4K. All this fancy camera. And then I've been telling myself that I'm gonna read books, but the only book that I've read is, where's my book? It's my book, which I wrote about 2 years ago. So I read it because I wrote it. But outside of that, it's been hard for me to read books. Like, I'll listen to an Audible, but to read an actual book is difficult. But I'm gonna read these three. Greg Dean is my comedy teacher, so shout out to Greg Dean in Santa Monica, the best comedy teacher in LA. But I'm gonna start with this book because this was assigned to me first, and then I'm gonna go to that one, and then I'm gonna go to this because I'm still taking Greg's classes, and then I'm gonna get to Dragon Wings, which is a book I read as a kid. I love this book. I thought about it randomly, so I bought it off of Amazon. Let me see, where else? So the living room is still a little bit dirty. So this is my stuff from San Fran. I'm still unpacking. I hate unpacking, but we're gonna get it popping. So I'm gonna unpack. Still got some more stuff to unpack right here. The Hollywood sign, the legacy greatness that y'all see in all the videos. Like I said, I'm still doing some laundry. So we'll let this, run overnight. And my bed is still dirty, so I gotta fix my bed. I'll probably work on fixing my room tomorrow. It's fairly clean for the most part. Like, it's not that dirty. It's not that dirty. This is actually pretty clean for me. I ain't gonna lie. This is pretty clean for me. You see my medications over there? That's a big part of my system. What I want to do is, and what I've done is, my nighttime meds are over there. So, like, the trazodone for sleep is over there. That's part of the system. I always talk about that makey fakey system, making things easier for you. Nighttime meds are over there, and my morning ADHD meds are in the bathroom. So when I brush my teeth, they're right there. I take them. I'm trying to make things easy for myself. If you're in a depressive funk or depressive episode, making things easy for you is going to be the key. Let me look at y'all while I say this. All right. Y'all see me good? Let me get where the lighting is good. All right, what I was saying is, if you're in a depressive funk, making things easy for yourself is going to be a game changer. So in life, you want to make things easy for yourself anyways, but especially when you're depressed. Put things next to places that you're already going to frequent. So that way your toothbrush is there, your meds are there, your breakfast is there, your sleeping meds are there, your clothes are there. Just make it very easy for you to maneuver. So that's what I've done for myself, and it's going to make the rest of this week like smooth sailing, I hope. That's it for this vlog. I hope to bring y'all more vlogs, and I hope to show y'all more of what y'all would like to see. Answer y'all's questions about ADHD, autism, bipolar, schizophrenia, whatever you want to ask. I'd love to answer y'all's questions in a vlog style. I'll still make the sit-down video, so don't worry, those are not going anywhere. And I'm going to organize my live schedule so that way I can go live consistently on the platform, so y'all know where to find me at. What else do I want to say? This wire is plugged in because with the Sony ZV E10, if you record a video and while you're recording a video, the camera shuts off, you've lost your video. And I know this because I've learned the hard way. So I've learned to press the red button to record, and then press the red button again to stop the recording, and then turn the camera off. Because if you let the camera just go off, you're screwed, and then whatever you recorded is gone. And then you can do a second take, but then the vibes are going to be off, and then I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm done. So yeah, that's it for this vlog. First vlog of the year. I will keep this up. I'll keep this up because this is a really cool way to keep me accountable, and also a cool way to provide value. And like I said, it's a sense of responsibility. So now I'm gonna get up, go to the gym, do my thing, and this will help me with everything from the comedy to hanging with friends to guitar to seeing patients. Everything is gonna get better with a sense of accountability. So I'm excited for this year. I'm excited to vlog, and thank you, YouTube community. Like, it's funny that I'm standing right here by the YouTube flag, but thank you, YouTube community, for supporting me for the past 7 years. I've been taking YouTube a bit more seriously the past like year and a half, and obviously it's paid off with the plaque, and we're getting close to 200,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. I'm here to grow with you all on this journey, and I'm having fun. I'm having a blast. So once again, whether you're a day one, whether you just got here a week ago, or whether this is the first video you've ever seen from me, I appreciate you. Your attention is currency. That's the gasoline that pushes me, gets me out of bed, gets me to go to the bathroom to take my Adderall so I can be pumped up to make these videos, and my brain can work and I can do what I gotta do. So once again, thank you so much for your support, and let me go edit this video so we can actually put this thing on YouTube. Take care. Love y'all.